I had a session today with a young, beautiful woman whose boyfriend said, I'm not interested in getting married anymore. She had waited for him for 10 years to be available, to have his goals achieved so that he's eventually free to get married to her. And after he achieved all that, the girl was hoping to get married to him. Suddenly he changed and he said, Look, I need freedom now. I need some me time. I don't think I'm ready to have children and family life. The girl felt terribly let down, disappointed, hurt. There were gamut of emotions. And as we worked, we realized that she was so proud of her strength and tolerance and endurance that she never conveyed to this man that she's hurting from within. She's crying, she's missing him, she's planning to go away from him forever. Many a times we act as super strong people, and others don't even realize that we are hurting from within. And that gives them a lot of liberty to say what they want to say, do what they want to do, and behave the way they want to behave. It's not that they do not care, but they don't know really that you're hurting, and you do not show. Repeated hurt make you so strong and tough that you hide your vulnerability so much that nobody can make out that you're really vulnerable to people. She said, I let him because I love him. He seems convincing, but I'm hurting. And you're the first one to know that I'm hurting. I've never shown my tears to anyone. I'm saying this for two reasons. If you're dealing with people who appear to be very strong, know that they may not be strong, they might be just portraying the strength to mask their vulnerability. And the more they feel vulnerable, the more strength they portray. The reality could be different. This man probably may be getting intimidated by a very strong woman. And this strong woman may not be his choice because she was so strong that she needed nothing from him except his companionship. And hence, probably the man felt completely useless in her life and chose to be away. Why did he make her wait for such a long time? That's a question only he can answer. He never consulted. Probably he hoped that he would get his previous sweetheart who was there 10 years back, and 10 years have made her very, very strong, waiting for him to be available. And he couldn't say no to her. Or probably he was scared of getting tied up and bound once again. Whatever was the reason, that's best known to him. The girl needed to ease her trauma so that she can move on. She couldn't even utter his name without shedding tears. She was so vulnerable. She was so heartbroken. And she was so shattered. She wanted to heal all these emotions so that she can now open up to the new person in her life. We often block our front heart chakra with such devastating effect. You can imagine what happens to the physical wound which is covered up. It will fester all the more. Same thing happens to people with blocked heart chakra. They create an energetic defense wall and keep festering from inside. The hurt and the wounds go deeper and eventually affect the physical organs such as lungs and heart, and at times throat and even stomach. Heal those trauma. We all go through this kind of disappointment, setbacks, but we can't keep waiting for others to come back and heal us. Let past wounds not create any hurdles in our future life. At times, we want to hold back these wounds, this hurt, this pain, just as a reminder that this can happen. So you better not open your heart chakra, or you better not be available to anyone in a way that you can get hurt again. However, creating the strong defensive walls are equally hurtful. So while trying to avoid future hurt, you're already hurting. If you're one of them, it's time to heal your heart, to heal your defenses, to heal your hurt, to heal the walls that you have created in your relationships. It's you who would be hiding behind the walls and wondering why nobody can love you. People can't just reach out to you. Make yourself feel safe enough to drop these walls. Open yourself. Be your vulnerable self. Yes, there could be a chance that you would get hurt again. However, are you not hurting right now? Recite with me or after me the following radical statements. These statements have immense healing value. The catalyst keywords that I'm going to use are soul's love, transform, and transcend. Soul's love is that divine frequency which can dissolve all sorts of emotional toxins. And all your emotions, thoughts, and beliefs are essentially energies which can never be destroyed. They are best transformed. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the reasons for my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the reasons for my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the reasons for my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the brilliance in my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the brilliance in my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the brilliance in my emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my beliefs related to emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my beliefs related to emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my beliefs related to emotional hurt. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unhealed emotional wounds. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unhealed emotional wounds. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unhealed emotional wounds. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my past trauma. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my past trauma. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my past trauma. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my shattered feelings. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my shattered feelings. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my shattered feelings. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need for emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need for emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need for emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my defenses to overcome emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my defenses to overcome emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my defenses to overcome emotional vulnerability. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my love life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my love life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my love life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend to remain open. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my heart chakra. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my heart chakra. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my heart chakra. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my life. With soul's love, I transform and transcend myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my universe. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my universe. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my universe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now recite with me. I peacefully progress by safely remaining open to be loved. I peacefully progress by safely remaining open to be loved. I peacefully progress by safely remaining open to be loved. I peacefully progress by safely remaining open to be loved. Keep reciting and stay tuned. Good night.